This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be.
Yes, yes, myself Ravi Kumar. I have overall of 8+ years of IT experience. In that, I work for various technologies. I am in business analysis. So I start my career with a Tableau. Later, I work with a Power BI, and later I work with some bit of DevOps environment. And later, I work for Splunk technology. It's a monitoring and analysis tool. And now I am working with Snowflake technology. Snowflake technology. So actually, Snowflake from past 1.5 to 2 years onwards, I'm working with the Snowflake technology with real time. I completed some few projects within my organization. So this what in my organization with Snowflake, I have both accesses like administration as well as a development part. So in my course structure also, I will explain you both things with admin as well as a development part. Admin plus development part. So I'll just go through these things with admin as well as development. Both I will cover you in Snowflake. So after that, I need to inform one thing. So many people try to explain the course content. So I already shared the course content to particular management people. So they will share the course content. Please go through the course content. Why? Because why I am not wasting my time to explain the course content means why? Because Snowflake is a very new tool. Okay, so the people don't know about the Snowflake. So if I try to explain the Snowflake concepts also, they are very new to the concepts. So why I need to waste the time to explain and read the content? So for that, what I will do, so I will explain all the course content which was provided to you. Okay, but please cross check after 10 days, after 20 days, after 30 days, after 40 hours. Check it. All the entire course content will be covered. Okay, entire course content will be covered. Even it is more than the course content. And one more important point here, I will give you full accesses, even after this course also. Even if I try to, I will make a one drive for you. Okay, one drive for you. Even any new concepts will be there. I will add that. I will add new concepts to that drive. That drive. This is one of the benefit to enroll this course content. Every time, definitely, as a real time, we are working. So we are not working with full-fledged of Snowflakes as a real time. So every time we need to work on the Snowflake technology, we need to get a new concepts. We are aware about new concepts. That new concepts will be implemented on the videos, and that videos will be uploaded into Drive. But as of now, whatever the content we are covering in the Snowflake, that will be more enough than to get the job by your own as well as to survey the job in your real time. Again, I am repeating. So whatever the course content I am covering here, that will be more than enough to get the job by your own as well as to just sustain into the job also. Very fair. So no need to bother about the course content. And next, coming to that prerequisite of Snowflake, no need to bother about Snowflake prerequisites. Even a basic non-IT candidate also will capable to have a Snowflake course. Okay, this is easy course. No coding is there. No coding. No coding. No coding. No coding. So it's like a completely SQL based. Completely SQL based. Completely SQL based. Okay. So SQL, if you know some basic SQL like MySQL or any Oracle or so and so SQL based commands, query based SQL queries. So that is more enough to learn this Snowflake. Even though if you don't know the SQL also, don't worry about it. I will teach you. I will teach you. Why? Because whatever the query we are using in Snowflake, So called as a Snow SQL. Snow SQL. This Snow SQL is 95%. 95% of Snow SQL is similar to 90%. 95% similar to SQL. 95% similar to the SQL. So that's why don't bother about it. At the starting of stage itself, I will explain this Snow SQL with the point to a SQL. And I already gave you one demo for these people. Some are new, some are not new. Okay, whatever it may be. I already told you opportunity wise, openings wise. There is a lot of openings we have. There is a lot of openings and huge openings are there. And you need to keep. This is must and should. You need to keep minimum of 2 years experience, max n years in Snow. And packages minimum 8 lakhs, max 30 lakhs. 30 lakhs. Based on depends upon the requirement. Depends upon the experience you have. No sound. All people saying like that. Is I audible? Only Kumar. Is I audible or not?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yes, Kumar, please rejoin again so that I think you have a mic problem. Can you please rejoin again so that you will listen my words. So this is what exactly openings and packages are like that. And coming to that, okay, Snowflake. Simple and clear. My agenda is what is Snowflake and why Snowflake. These 2 points I will clear today. Simple and clear. What is Snowflake and why Snowflake? So first, what is Snowflake? Snowflake is a one cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse. Snowflake is a one cloud data warehouse which will centralized repository. Centralized repository. It acts as data warehouse. It acts centralized repository which will store the data coming from different range of sources. Simple and a short format of your Snowflake definition. Snowflake is a one cloud data warehouse. It acts as a centralized repository which will store the data coming from different range of sources. And it is also called as a one type of data warehouse. It is also called as one type of database. Is also called as one type of database. So here one thing you need to clear about this word called cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse. One thing you need to clear. These are the two words. These are the two words. One is cloud and other one is data warehouse. These are the two words. One is cloud and other one is data warehouse. So forget about the cloud. First data warehouse. So instead of going with the Snowflake, so first I am going with the what is data warehouse. Data warehouse. So just I am going with the what is data warehouse. Data warehouse. Data warehouse is a one type of database. We can write like this. What we do, we can write. It is one type of database which will stores the data coming from different range of sources. Simple format. It is one type of database which will store the data coming from different range of sources and also called as centralized repository. First, in red mark, so what we have data warehouse. So first I like to know about the data warehouse. Data warehouse is a one type of database which will store the bulk of data and historical data, okay, unlimited of data coming from the different range of sources and which is also called as a centralized repository. Now tell me Snowflake. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse. It acts as a centralized repository which stores the bulk of data coming from the different range of sources. It is also called as a one type of database. So in earlier days, we have data warehouse. Okay, we have a data warehouse. What it mean by data warehouse? For example, you have some warehouses in Hyderabad. For example, if you talk about Amazon having a warehouse within the Hyderabad. So if you order any product, so that product will be dispatched or delivered by warehouse. Okay, what is the purpose of having a warehouse? We can't move all the products from the far distance. So further, what they will do, they created some warehouses near to the hubs. Okay, near to the metropolitan cities or very frequently ordered by the users. Same like that. For example, if you talk about your home, in your home you have one storeroom. What is the purpose of having that storeroom? What is the purpose of having that storeroom? The storeroom will store some data, some things, some products which was not used right now. For example, in your home, some products, some things won't be used by right now. So you don't like vanish or you don't destroy the products. What you will do? You just keep that in your storeroom. That storeroom purpose is to store the things or products which was not using right now, and that is for the future purpose. Here, one thing you need to remember that data warehouse is also the store which will maintain the entire bulk of data coming from the different range of sources, and it is exclusive for the feature purpose. Here, one thing you need to remember: one is OLTP, and the other one is OLAP. So, in overall structure, I will show you one diagram. So tomorrow I will explain this diagram. As of now, just see this diagram. Where is this? Images. This is my diagram. This is exactly Snowflake what it is. So this is your data warehouse. So we are, as a data warehouse people, we are here. But I just compare this data warehouse with the database. What is database and what is data warehouse? Databases is the purpose of OLTP, online transaction process. Whereas data warehouse is the purpose of OLAP, online analytical process. Is having both are two different things. Databases and data warehouses are most similar, but databases are exclusive for OLTP, online transaction process. Whereas data warehouses are exclusive for OLAP, online analytical process, for feature purpose. If you want to create a report, if you want to create a forecasting, if you want to create a data analysis, if you want to create a data mining, if you want to create a data monitoring, if you want to create some visualizations with your own data, bulk of data, historical data, that time we will use these data warehouses. Why? Because these data maintain bulk of data. It's a big, huge data. Whereas database is nothing but a smaller operations. So whatever the online transactions will be maintained, the transactions will be a shorter period, maybe 1 year or 2 years, maybe. Basically, databases are weaker in capacity and performance-wise also somewhat weaker. But whereas data warehouses are very stronger in capacity and performance is also good. In databases, we can maintain the latest and very latest data. Like let's say, for example, you have a HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank is running the their operations from last 30 years onwards. We can't make 30 years on database. If you make the 30 years on database, if you want to create some analysis on the data, we need to connect to the database. That time database performances will be weak, and you can't get correct results of analysis also. Why? Because databases are made to write the writing speed, not reading speed. Databases are made for writing speed, not reading speed. Okay, and writing also a small amount of data, not a big data, big analysis, big data. That's why whatever the process, any application doing some transactions, any office, for example, if you go with some ATM point, so you just go and keep your ATM and you just draw the money. That is one transaction. If you check your account balance, that is one transaction. Every company has a lot of applications. That applications having a lot of transactions that all will be maintained on the databases. All will be maintained on the databases. But these databases are exclusively made for writing speed, not for reading speed. Yes, someday some basic analysis will be done directly with the databases. But if you go with a bulk of analysis, a bulk of data search, that databases will be weaker in performance. That's why databases came with another concept called NoSQL databases. That's why the databases will become introduce a NoSQL concept, NoSQL concept. NoSQL means it's a MongoDB example. This is one type of database. So these are stronger in capacity, but weaker in batch processing. These are stronger in capacity, but weaker in batch processing. What it means by batch processing? If you want to know about the batch processing, you want to know about the online processing. We have two types of processing. One is online processing and the other one is batch processing. Online processing means user interactive. Batch processing means user non-interactive. For example, for understanding purpose, I am giving a basic example. Online processing means, for example, A user is checking for their own account statement. A user is checking for their own account balance. A user is checking for their own account transactions. That is under online transaction. Then batch processing. A manager will check end of the day. A manager will check with entire users. That is called batch processing. Example: online means real time. Batch means historical. So here, NoSQL databases are stronger in capacity and also stronger in performance, but weaker in batch processing, and that's what somewhat difference in the databases. In future, in next classes, I will explain you very clearly about this concept. Just I am just trying to understand what is OLTP. This online transaction process on databases, we call it as a OLTP. And whatever the databases data will be maintained on the data warehouses with the help of ETL process. Data warehouses with the help of ETL process. What is ETL process? ETL means extract, transform, load. Whatever the data coming from the different range of sources will be extracted and transform. Transform means making some changes. Filtration, parsing, normalization. This all will be under transforms. These transformations will be done and then that will be loaded to a target table called data warehouses. What is the purpose of having a data ETL tools? ETL tools like Informatica, Data Stages, TAL and MSBI, ADF, Scoop, these all are the ETL processes. These ETL processes are exclusively for extracting the data from databases or another data sources and transform the data and load the data into a target tables called data warehouses. And data warehouses are multiple. Here we have on-prem databases and then we have a cloud data warehouses. I'm talking about on-prem data warehouses. On-prem databases like Teradata, Netezza, Vertica, Edu. Yes, these all are the on-prem data warehouses. There are cloud data warehouses, Snowflake, Redshift, BigQuery, Synapse, Teradata. These all are the Snowflake, like cloudy data warehouses. So these are on-prem and cloud. So in next a minute, I will try to explain differentiate between on-prem and cloud. Don't worry about it. Just listen. So I will try to explain about difference between on-prem and cloud. But on-prem cloud data warehouses are Teradata, Netezza, Vertica, Edu, and also we have a SQL, Microsoft SQL Server. There is a lot of data warehouses are there. These are on-prem. These are on-prem. Then what about the cloud data warehouses like Snowflake, Redshift, BigQuery, Synapse, Teradata? These are all the Snowflake cloud data warehouses. Cloud data warehouses. This purpose, the data warehouse purpose is to maintain the bulk of data coming from the different range of sources for the feature analysis. Like with the help of Power BI, Tableau, data scientists, data engineers, data mining, data monitoring people will take the data from the data warehouse based on the user point of view. They can create a different reports, alerts, dashboards, and visualization for your own data purpose. For their own purpose. That's we call it as OLAP, online analytical process. So in next class we can deeply go through this structure again. Okay. So just I'm showing this purpose. So these are the OLTP and these are the OLAP. Databases are made for OLTP, online transactional process, whereas data warehouses are made for OLAP, online analytical process. This is what. And next, my question is that what is the differentiation between cloud and on-prem? What is the differentiation between cloud and on-prem? I have one PPT for this. I'm just opening that PPT. Cloud computing. Nowadays, people are looking for the cloud computing. It is very famous and popular. It is very famous and popular. What is cloud computing? Excellent explanation. Thank you so much, Ravi. So, what is cloud computing? Nowadays, so many people, so many organizations are looking for the cloud computing. Definitely. So very, very important, not only for Snowflake, every technology needs a cloud computing. So what is this cloud computing? So first, I want to know about the cloud computing. So today my main agenda is cloud computing before explaining the Snowflake data warehouse. Main agenda, cloud computing. So we have a two platforms. One is on-prem and other one is cloud platform. We have a two platforms. One is on-prem and other one is a cloud platform. So I want to differentiate what is on-prem and what is cloud platform. So for that, you need to know about, if you want to run an IT organization, if you want to run some company, IT company, we need some resources. We need some resources. What are the resources? What is the on-prem and what is cloud platform? So if you want to go with the IT industry, we need some resources. So what is that resources? For example, firewalls, routers, switches, RAM, CPU, networking, storages. It's all like sensors, IoT devices, any devices or mobile devices, whatever it may be. These all are the resources. All these resources are maintained on company premises only. All these resources are maintained on company premises. Simple and short. Okay, we are not going to learn cloud computing. Just I need to know about the cloud computing differentiation. So simple and short, whatever the resources used on IT industry, that resources are maintained on company premises only. That resources are maintained on company premises only. That we call it as on-prem. Simple and short. All the resources maintained on IT industry will be maintained on company premises only. That we call it as on-prem. Next, what is meant by cloud computing? Whatever the resources used on IT industry will be maintained on some other place. Some other place like this. Some other place. And the resources will be used via internet. Via internet with the users. That refers to a cloud. All the resources used on IT industry will be maintained on some other place. Via internet, you are using that resources. That refers to a cloud. In simple and short understanding, I will explain you one thing. Do you know solar panels? Solar panels. Yes, solar panels are used to generate the power. Generate the power. They are installed on the top of our houses. Top of houses or buildings. Yes, they are installed on top of the buildings. Top of buildings. This refers to on-prem. Do you know power generators? Like right now, power supply. On nowadays. Power generated by water resource, water, coal, coal, coal spelling. Don't see spelling mistakes. I am not an English teacher. Coal, water, coal, and some other resources we have like water, coal, and wind, or winds, and they generate the power with the help of these resources, and they supply the power to consumers via big wires in the name of substations. This refers to cloud. For easy understanding purpose, I am saying this example. Cloud. For example, if you install a solar panel in your top of your building, and the solar panel is generating the power, and you are utilizing that power in your house, that refers to on-prem. That means all the resources are in your place only. Whereas power supply nowadays, power generated by other resources, and then power will be supplied to the consumers via big wires, refers to internet. This wires refers to a internet. Example refers to internet. This we call it as cloud. Simple and short. Then tell me what is the drawbacks on on-prem and cloud on this example. Then tell me why cloud is most popular. People are looking for cloud only. In this example, just tell me in this example only. See here, if you go with the solar panels, first you need to invest more money to purchase the solar panels. The first example. First thing is investment. Money investment. And the second thing is that, for example, you want 10 units today. Okay, yes, 10 units is capable to produce that solar panel. Okay, fine. Tomorrow, some relatives are scale, you need 20 units. But the solar panels are not capable for 20 units. That time, scaling is not possible. Like limitation will be there. Let's say, for example, your solar panel is generating 10 units. Now you are utilizing 5 units only. Waste of resources. What about the 5 units? Next, any solar panel will be get into some service. That time you need to take a service. Okay, and also one more important thing is that if solar panels was collapsed, no disaster recovery managed. You don't get power in your home. Yes or no? And if you want to go with beyond the whatever you have, you need to invest money again. These all are the problems on on-prem. For example, cloud. Like in this example, I am telling you. Yes, simply they are supplying the power. If there is no power, we just call to the substation people. And what is the power? When the power will come? Okay, how much of resources, how much of power you are utilizing in your home? That needs to be paid after 1 month. Pay and go. Use and pay. Simple. No investments, no maintenance, no limitation, no scaling, no waste of resources. Let's say today you are not using any power, nothing will happen. At the end of the month, you will get very less current bill. Yes, sir. Just use and pay. Whatever the usage you have, for that only you need to pay. You got a point or not? You say yes, I will go next. Anybody? Yes. Simple. Come to my example. Product of on-prem. Yes, you use capital input. If you want to purchase a physical hardware, you need to invest more money. So purchasing the physical hardware, we need to invest more money. Limited scaling. Let's say today you need a 50 GB of data, 50 TB of data. Yes, you purchase 50 TB of data. Unfortunately, you are getting 75 TB. You have a limited only. Why? Because you have only 50 TB only. But what about the 25 TB, extra 25 TB? Again, you need to purchase. If you purchase again 25 TB with the 75, yes, limited scaling, okay, fine. But use infrastructure required. You need to maintain one room, one office, one temperature, one admin person. And take to installation also. For example, if you want to install an operating system in that one server, it will take 1 hour. For 100 servers, it will take 100 hours. Use time taken. Waste of resources. Like let's say you have a 75 TB. You are utilizing only 25 TB. What about 50 TB? These are the waste now. That is waste of resources. Latency issues also. For example, let's say you are projecting using USA, but your data center is in USA. India is searching. Okay, India is searching for data. So it is very far to India. USA is very far to India. So latency issues will get. But let's say if you want to make one data center on India means again it will take huge income, capital income. Yes, sir. So latency issues will come with a longer people. Maintenance overhead. Every time you need to take care of everything and everything you need to take care. Service also everything you need to take care. Disaster recovery. If the data center will be collapsed, we don't get disaster recovery. Again, you need to start from scratch. More money. So that's why people are looking for cloud computing. People are looking for cloud computing. Now, why? What is providing cloud computing? Yes, they are providing three things: SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. SaaS means software as a service. That means platform as a service. I means infrastructure as a service. So software means whatever the software you want, operating systems, everything will be provided, and then they will provide storages and servers, applications, everything, and then storage networks and on the infrastructure networking, everything will be provided. SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. The major vendors nowadays in the market is AWS, Azure, GCP. These are the major three vendors, and there are lot many vendors also there like Salesforce, GCP, not GCP already included now. OCA, Oracle database, Oracle cloud, OCA. Okay, but AWS, Azure, GCP, these three are supporting for Snowflake. Not all, only the three vendors are supporting for Snowflake for storage and computing. So I think I didn't explain this. I need to explain this one. We have two things. One is compute, and other one is storage. So previously we talked about both have one computer, one mission. Both have, we call it as one mission. But now computing is separate, storage is separate. In on-prem, we need to call this both as one mission, on-prem. But in cloud, we need to make it separate. Computing is separate, storage is separate. So if you want to do some operations, if you want to make a query, we need a computing power. If you want to store some data, we need a storage. Okay, so simply in on-prem, computing and storage is called as a one node. Okay, both we call it as a one node. Whereas in cloud, both will call it as a two different individual nodes. Computing is separate and storage is separate. So for Snowflake, you are using a cloud vendor, any cloud vendors. For example, if you choose the AWS cloud, AWS will provide the computing and storage separately for Snowflake. Why? Because paint. Paint. Why? Because Snowflake is just a software. Snowflake is just a software. It's just a software, man. It's just a software. If you want to do some operations and if you want to run a query, if you want to maintain some data, we need a computing power. It is just a software. If you want to do some operations, we need a computing power for this software. Computing power for this software. And to store data, we need a storage power for that software. So in this case, computing provider will be any AWS cloud. AWS cloud. AWS cloud. Storage also provided by a AWS cloud. If you choose a cloud vendor called AWS. If you choose a cloud vendor called Google for Amazon. For example. For Google. So for Google, it says that GCP cloud, GCP cloud. Whereas third vendor is supports to the Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft means Azure cloud. We say that Azure cloud. Azure cloud. This is Azure. Now tell me, so for computing power in AWS we have a EC2 service. EC2 service. Storage S3 service. S3 service. Simple storage. In GCP we have a VM and Google blobs. GCP blobs. Blobs. Or data lakes like that. Data lakes. In Azure we have again VM. We call it as VMs only. And Azure cloud. Azure cloud. GCP blobs only. I think Azure cloud. Just Azure cloud. Not like that. Sorry. This is. Blobs and Azure cloud. This is GCP storage. GCP storage. So with overall, this we call it as data warehouse. Snowflake is just a software. For that software, if you want to go with the computing power and storage, we need a cloud vendor. We need a cloud vendors. So with the help of cloud vendors, we will get a computing power and storage. With the help of cloud vendor, we need to get a computing power and storage. Any questions? So that's why Snowflake we call it as a cloud computing, cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse. That means Snowflake is a software which will maintain bulk of data with the help of cloud vendors, and it will process the data with the help of cloud vendors. Any cloud vendor you can choose. Any question? That is called what is Snowflake. Any question here? Please ask me. So that's all. What is question? I think this is the agenda today. What tomorrow? Why Snowflake? We will go through that. Now it's time to ask your questions. Please ask me any questions you have. So just today I completed what is Snowflake. Just I completed what is Snowflake. If you are clear, you just say yes. Otherwise, you can ask your questions now. What? No questions?
Yeah, I have one